all this pollination going on. All this pollination. It's crazy. So by now, everybody has probably seen the two main videos, especially the one main video where Minnesota, where the man was being choked out by this cop, and the Asian cop wasn't letting nobody go help the dude, which is protocol. Let us kill him, and then you can just watch. That's protocol. We've seen that over and over and over again, where they know that the person who is, they know that that person's gonna die, but the cop just stands there and act like nothing's going on, and then tells everybody back up while their, you know, cop friends, blatantly murder somebody, and then they all go on vacation. It gets investigated. You can't even talk to that particular cop for 30 days. Then it goes to a grand jury, and the grand jury, no evidence is proven against them. It's all for the officer, and then before a grand jury find out that they were innocent. It's just like, you guys murdered Eric Garner and said that the cops were innocent. You choked him out. You put him in a chokehold and killed him, and said that, he resisted arrest with his hands up in the air. Eric Garner resisted arrest. You just murdered him and said that the police are innocent. You know, the young people who are growing up in this world and are seeing this, they're not going to keep letting y'all do this. They're not. They're getting bolder and bolder. Hell, they don't listen to the grown-ups. They're not going to let y'all keep doing this. Y'all gonna end up at war with them. A literal war. It's not gonna be, let's go to the let's all go to the courthouse and see if they're gonna know. They're gonna do the same thing. They're gonna go to a grand jury. Grand jury is not going to let any evidence be presented against the police officer. The police officers are gonna go home, and there's gonna be a peaceful protest outside of their house. People are gonna be laying on the, like they did for Tamir Rice, but nobody is going to, actually get up and, get physical. And the cop is going to be like, so what? So what? You're going to sit outside of my house with your signs. You're going to yell, don't shoot, hands up. Nobody cares about that. That did absolutely nothing. It did nothing. We went and we blocked the streets. Nothing. Did nothing. Block the streets because you can't keep up a protest. It takes a lot of people, it takes a lot of fuel, and you just can't. You can't keep up those kind of protests. They die off. So you got to do something with some staying power. I mean, he kept his knee on his neck while people were back, and then they try to say that he resisted arrest, as if resisting arrest is a reason to just murder somebody. And then they showed a video of him in front of the store, and he didn't resist arrest. We just seen the same thing happen. These white guys try to say that, Ahmaud Arbery stole something. Turns out he didn't steal nothing. Said he has a record for stealing things. Turns out he was falsely accused for stealing a TV. There was no TV stolen, but he was falsely accused for it. And not only that, there were four other, people who were younger than him. He was 20. He was 20 at the time. And when you see the whole video that the police release, you can hear them clearly saying that the TV is not even, the guy from Walmart or what is it, he was saying, "Where's the TV at?" He said, "Well, the TV's in there. You guys try to roll it out of the store." Just a lie. And the cop arrests him for stealing the TV. It's just like, what TV did I steal? It's just a lie. So we see this all the time. Botham John. You go in his house. In his house, he was smoking weed. So he deserved to be, for a cop to come in and just shoot and murder him. Everybody wanted to criminalize him. He was smoking weed. Blow him away. Yeah, he was smoking weed. I'm done. I tried to do the whole, pray for them, and I'm exhausted. I have no more energy. I can't. I can't. I'm just not that good when it comes to the whole forgive and forget. I'm just not that guy. I'm not. I can't watch men, women, and children of my color be slaughtered every day and then have a heart of forgive. I have none. I have none. I have no heart of forgiveness. Uh, when they always ask the person, "Do you forgive them?" Absolutely not. Then they try to bring up the scripture. Well, if you don't forgive, then the Lord. Again, the scripture clearly reads your brothers. He's talking to the brothers and sisters. If your brother sins against you, you can't tell me that the cops are out here killing us are our brothers. They are not our brothers. They are not our brothers. You're not. You're no kin to me spiritually. You're no kin to me physically. You're no kin to me on our bloodline. You are no kin to me whatsoever. You out here just putting your knee on a dude's neck and looking up like, what are you guys gonna do? See, now when this stuff happens, we need to react. I'm not gonna sit here and watch you punch this woman in the. I'm not gonna do it. You better call some friends. Because I'm not about to sit here and let you punch this woman in the face. I'm not about to sit here and let you kill this man in front of me. I'm going to jail today. I'm going to jail today. I'm about to get tased something. But I'm not going out like that, brother. No, I'm not. You better chill. You're not about to do that in front of me. You're not about to, do just abuse. Nope. I'm done. I'm done. And I'm not looking for martyrdom. I'm not looking for nothing but justice and peace. I love peace. But you're not about to do that in front of see that smirk on his face and just the cops holding him down. See, they think that, oh, we're gonna kill him and go on vacation and everything is gonna turn to normal. No. No. What you did is you told see, if you break things down in a molecular level, in a cellular level, a single cell organism has one modus operandi. And what is it? To survive. So when you take a complex individual like a human and or any animal, and you you look at you create a condition for this human or this animal or whatever, you create a condition for even a plant, a a single cell organism is going to look at that condition and it's going to adapt to that condition. See, you're not just slaughtering people on and slaughtering. See, when he was begging for his life and there was nothing that he could do, he was already handcuffed and he was asking you please, he couldn't breathe. See, when that happened, that reminded us of Eric Garner and how Eric Garner, his murderers got away. So now, when it comes to due process, we don't give a damn about due process because we saw what happened where a man broad daylight was minding his own business and you come up and five of you jump and then you choke him and then you let them go after this man dies. This grandfather, this man who did not resist arrest, had his hands in the air and told you he couldn't breathe, and you murder that man. Now we know. See, now it's at a fever pitch. It's and we know what you want to do. You want to bring out all your guns and blow everybody away, but it's once a point for a man to live and then to die. And when you die, you're gonna be slaughtered over and over and over again. Yeah, you want to bring out your big guns and show you how bad you are. Your heart is evil. You are a devil, is what you are. That was a devil that did that to Floyd. That was a devil. That wasn't even a human being. That was a demon who did that to him. There's nobody in their right mind can put their knee on a man's neck and listen to him beg for his life, and the other four, the accomplices, hold this man down and then say that they're human. That's not what a sensible human being does. And listen, let me tell you something. You guys think that this is a black thing. It isn't so much a black thing anymore. This is a human rights issue. So it's us against the police. It's human rights, and it's some police, because it's not even all police. You have police coming out and going, yo, you got police who are making videos and getting fired. They're getting fired. They're risking their homes, their lives. You got police officers who are coming out and going on social media like this is wrong, and no cop should do this. You got cops coming out and doing that. You know why? Because a police officer, the sane ones, they realize I got to go home to a family. I'm not a lone soldier out here in the middle of the woods. I gotta go home. I got a wife. I got kids. I got cousins. I got grandmothers. I got family. And if you keep poking at the hornet's nest, eventually those hornets are gonna come out and they're gonna come right for you. And that's it. And that's all. They're not going to care about what you have to stop them. All they know is they're angry. And when that spirit of anger comes in, you got people who think that they're invincible. They think they're invincible, and they'll do whatever until you stop them or until their anger is satiated. That's how the spirit of anger works. And it is a very, very dangerous thing, because, for one, when a spirit of anger gets inside of a man, it elevates their abilities to a level that they didn't even know that they can do. People run faster, they hit harder, they keep coming at you until some of them just die out. And this is not what you want. You do not want a whole nation full of angry people looking for you. This is not what you want. And for all of you who have done this years ago, like Darren Wilson and Shelby and all these people who got away with it for years, you're the same people to us. You're the same person to us. That cop in Minnesota is the same cop in New York, is the same, and it doesn't matter what color. That Asian cop who shot and killed that dude in the stairwell, the black cop who just shot that dude in New York a couple days ago, you are all the same people to us. You're all the same people. For the cops who's out there saving lives and have done none of this, you cops are all the same to us. You got the cops who are doing what they're supposed to do and what they're hired to do. And then you got the cops who love to buck the system and just torture people. You guys got to understand, you're in both those brackets. And for the cops that don't speak up and put this under the rug, and for the judge who covers this up, and for all you people who are insane, the Bible says do not bear false witness. For all you people who go inside these courtrooms and you going, you know what? Eric Garner did resist arrest. He did put his hands up. That is a cause for him to get murdered. You know what? I'm going to quit, you guys. You know what? Johnny Gamage, he did, he was driving that nice car. Johnny Gamage, he was in Bloomfield driving that nice car in Pittsburgh, he should have got his neck broken by the police officers. They had every right to beat him up because he had a nice car, so. Or that other Pittsburgh police officer who shot that guy in the tunnels. He said the car was coming at him, so he opened fire. It's not even possible for a car to come at you in the tunnels. Not the way he was talking about. He said he did a U-turn, the car was coming at him. It was a complete lie. For them Chicago cops too, shot that 15-year-old boy in the head. All of you guys are going to have to answer to Christ King. Look, black people are not going to, I'm going to tell you something. We already know what you guys are. We know that you love war. We get it. You're warmongers. You're being led by warmongers. People who love war. America has been at war for 200-something years. We're always at war. We understand what this is. If you don't have somebody out there to beat up on, you done gangstered everybody in the world that you could. If you can't go out there and gangster them, you're gonna come here and gangster, us. We get it. We see that during the coronavirus, that black people don't mean a damn thing. We are unimportant. We realize that. We know this now. We made it very, very clear. But here's the thing, our God in heaven and their angels, they're going to throw you into a pit of fire. They're going to throw you into a lake of fire. And I've seen it. And for all you who are thinking that Mary's going to save you, you can forget that. Mary's not going to save you. None of that. You're going to burn in a devil's hell. And nobody's going to feel sorry for you because we know what you did. You abused your power. You did. And you're going to burn forever. And I hope you do. All y'all out there doing this. Listen, all you gang members out there, just knocking people off, you too. That's a civil rights issue too. Somebody was saying that, you gang members who go out there and, do all this stuff to, do all this stuff to each other and then shoot up innocent people. And yeah, you guys are agents of the government. You guys have knocked off more people than the KKK. You guys need to cut that out. You're a standing army. You done turned on each other over what? Some women? Or some clothes or a piece of territory that you don't own? This block is mine? None of you own that block. You don't even own the houses on the block, which is really terrible. And all the money that you guys got and all the money that you guys made, all that money, and you didn't go and buy a piece of America. That's what really gets me about all that manpower, all those people you guys got, all you gang members out there, you guys are making all this music and just knocking each other off and living for nothing. You got some of you gang members are starting to wake up like, I'm done with the game because it's terrible. It adds up to nothing. Now, I can see protecting yourself on the street because the streets is mean out here. So if there's 2 or 3 of y'all, it's better than one. I'm with that all day. But to just go knock people off because they wear different colors than you, you can't even wear freaking mauve. Somebody's upset that you got on. Yo, homie, you can't wear that mauve over here, big dog. Oh, no, you can't be running around looking like a purple cornflower over here, big homie. We don't do that at all. Big homie. You about to catch some bullets up here. I mean, you can't wear, hunter green or cerulean blue. You can't do it. Big bird yellow. You can't. I made that one up, but what Big Bird look like. You can't. Somebody's gonna knock you off right in your car when you're sitting there with your girl, and then brag about it. You guys are retarded. The Lord made these beautiful colors. Had nothing to do with you. I don't get it. And they're knocking our heads off, and you guys are knocking each other off, and you are a beautiful standing army of young, smart soldiers who refuse to stop killing each other and come together and pool your money together. All this killing since when? All this killing for the last 60, 70 years, just bodies just going in the grave, not even hitting the age of 20. Just going in the grave. This is why it's so easy for them to kill us. That cop killed Floyd like he was stepping on an ant. That's what we mean to them. He was looking at the people were begging for, yo, let him go, he can't breathe. He was looking like, this is an ant. This is not even a human. Because we treat each other like that. If we have some value in you call women all kind of names, I can see a little bedroom talk if that's what she like. Alright, but y'all bring it outside. And then you let your women parade around with a G string up there behind in the open and don't say nothing to her because she gonna say it's my body. No, it's our community. It's our community. And then you get upset when a white dude is beating up a black woman. That white dude that beat up that black woman and drew that 9 on her, beat her face in. We treat him the same way. We treat him the same way. Treat them all kind of ways. And you guys get off on the worst you can treat them. If you doing that in your house, in your bedroom, and she likes to get knocked around, then if that's your woman and if that's what she likes, hey, give her what she likes. That's you guys' kinky little thing. But I can't have my woman run around like that. That's why I don't have no woman, because I can't do it. I can't do it, man. I can't have my woman run around like y'all got. Anybody can do anything to y'all women. Y'all talk to them any old kind of way, say anything, and they're loud as hell. I mean, they're just fighting in the streets now, and you guys are promoting it. The music you listen to starts off calling women bad names. It's just the most foulest, ungodly thing I've ever seen. And the scriptures speak against it. Don't let nothing foul come out of your mouth. But you guys do it as if God doesn't exist. And you wonder why these cops are just knocking us off. They killed, last month, they killed that dude in Walmart. They shot that guy in Walmart with a smile on their face. The one that had a bat. That cop was smiling when he shot that guy. Uh, it's our fault. It's our fault. Because we don't tighten up our game. You don't see the Asians run around like that. You see Asians run around like that? Show me where you see an Asian girl run around like that. If you do, that's because she in the hood and she hang around black people. You don't see Asians doing that at all. Hey, what's going on? Yeah, you don't see Asians doing that at all. And they keep their money. We don't keep our money. We want to go out and buy, a pair of Jordans and then not walk around in them because you don't want to crease them. You see these old dusty shoes? I love these. These are some dusty. I got like 5 pair of these. You know how much these shoes cost? These are 990s. These are New Balance 990s. You know how much these shoes cost? You know how much them damn shoes cost right now? $184. I've had these shoes for years, for about almost 3 years. I wear them all the time. I got 3 more. Cost $184. These old dusty New Balance. But they're good for your feet and they're made in America. You guys watch basketball players rip their shoes while they're on the court. You watch the pieces of crap that these shoes are. But you guys slaughter each other, literally. Y'all kill each other for these shoes. You know what's so sad? In about 2 or 3 days, heck, I say tomorrow, there's going to be another police killing a black man or a woman. I mean, if you just look out within the last couple of weeks that we know of, we've had Floyd, we got the woman that the cops went in her house and shot her in front of her boyfriend 28 times and got her. We got the Walmart dude, right? We got that. I mean, that's all this month. That's all this month, and I'm sure there's more out there. I mean, they're just running in our house and choking us in front of our wife and kids and just slaughtering us right there like, oh, we got the wrong house. They're coming to our house and knocking in our windows and knocking down our door and then say, oh, you know what? It was the wrong house. Sorry, we just, shot your kid in the leg. That actually happened. That happened. in Chicago. It happened. And then the lawyer tried to say that the officer's hand slipped. Get out of here. They went in to kill and then had the wrong house and shot that teenager. It's going to happen again in a couple days. It's so frequent. It's going to happen again. It's going to happen again. And we're going to get out in March. And, there's 40,000 of us, and we cannot get together and agree on nothing because everybody thinks that they're the chief. We can't agree on nothing because everybody wants to be in the lead. Everybody wants to be some kind of king or queen. You're not. We weren't all kings and queens in Africa either. Some people were slaves, some people were workers, some people, had regular jobs. We weren't all kings and queens. Hey, I don't believe my family were a bunch of kings and queens. They were out there working fields and, they were professional at what they did. They knew how to plant and, glean and all that stuff. They were good at what they did. Not everybody has to be a king and queen. And I would tell you something, I don't mind answering to a king and queen as long as they're a good king and queen. If they know what they're doing, listen, I don't mind following people who are smart. That's another thing. People got too much pride. You don't know everything. That's why I don't like dealing with street people. Because you can't talk to them because they know everything about every subject. They're all brilliant at everything. It's like, bro, you know everything. You know everything, bro. We can't talk to you. You know everything. I can't stand talking to street people. I'm just like, I just walk away like, okay, you're smarter than everyone. You always have been. You get out of here. I don't mind following somebody who knows what they're doing. It doesn't make me a follower. It just makes me smart and wise enough to know that there's some things I still need to learn in life. And until I can grasp the whole subject matter and get on out there on my own and perform whatever it is, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna learn under somebody who's been doing it longer than me and who's smart and who knows what they're doing. They're of a sound mind. They're not looking at me like I'm stupid. Look, Tone is wise enough to know that there needs to be a very cognizant judge and jury. I'm wise enough to know that you can't be the judge and give the person who killed somebody in cold murder, who walked into somebody's house and slew them in cold, you can't give that person favoritism. You can't go off and give them a Bible. You're sentenced to 10 years. You're only going to do 5 years for murdering a man in their house. And we're going to give you a Bible and hugs and we're going to stroke your hair? Nah. I'm about to give you 25 years to life. Because that was premeditated murder, Amber Geiger. She got 10 years. She's not even going to do 5 years and she's going to be. Hell, Shelby didn't get any time. Only thing they did to Shelby, that female, when she killed, I forgot what his name is because he didn't obey her commands. He's walking away from her and she just pops him. This chick got no time for killing old boy. I hope she gets eaten by snakes every. When she dies, I'm going to celebrate. When that lady kicks the bucket, I'm going to go to her funeral and I'm going to sing. And it ain't going to be Amazing Grace. I am going to celebrate. I am going to dance because I know she's going straight to hell. I am going to parade around. This trick went straight to hell. This murderous whore went straight to hell. Not to hell with them. I have no love and I have no sympathy for them. We miss you in Atlanta. Listen, I'm tell you something. I'm not from the streets, but I know enough about the streets that I don't want to be from the streets. I know enough to keep me right on the curb. That's what I know about the streets. People ask if you ever sold it or if you ever. I ain't never did none of that. I ain't never did none of that. I ain't never sold no nothing. I'll sell you a refrigerator. I ain't selling no nothing. I don't know nothing. I'm not. Listen, I don't want to know. I don't glorify those people. Street folks, I don't glorify them. This one thing I do like about street people. I like the hustle that they have. I love their hustle. Don't get that twisted. I love the street hustle, but I like to see people who were on the street because of whatever situation and say, you know what, I got a hustle mentality. Let me see what I can sell legally, and then not finesse, sell legally, taxes and all, legally, and then watch them come up. Now that I enjoy, but I'm not talking about somebody who took their drug money and then put it into a record company. Nah, bro. I mean, you change the game over, but then you go and you down other people because they work a 9 to 5. Like, get out of here. I heard one mogul do that. Like, you were a drug dealer out there feeding our children as poison and killing people, and you turned it around and put it into music, and now you're supposed to be some upstanding citizen. You got blood on your hands, bro. Nah, get out. You are nothing to me. No, I'm talking about somebody with a street mentality and turned it into, you know, and came up the right way. And it's just like, okay, I was in a bad situation, went and got a 9 to 5, and took their little 9 to 5 money, you know what I'm saying, and put it into something legitimate. And next thing you know, came up, and it's always, listen, I'm from the block. You can't tell me it's not possible. I'm not homeless. I'm not broke. You know what I'm saying? I ain't rich either. I stay in an apartment. But I'm not having that. All that money we got out there, people are even hood rich. I've seen some hood rich people before. How you doing today? I'm all right. I've seen somebody. You ever see somebody who's hood rich? Yeah, yeah. You know what I'm saying. I used to work in a shoe store right in the hood, not far from here, right down the street, same street in the hood, right. And I saw this, and I knew that drug dealers and whatever they come in there and get their little shoes. It was a shoe store, so they come in there and get their little shoes, and then you would have all kind of dangerous people come in there, and I'm not really, I don't do none of that stuff, so I don't really get with it. But this one kid came in, kid, he wasn't even 20. I don't even think he was 18. He came in, does not go to school. He had on brand new hundred and some odd dollar Jabos, brand new shirt. I mean, he was G'd up. His outfit was at least $300 plus, brand new shoes. He was smoking. He had it all on, right? This years ago. And his matter of fact, his clothes were so new that he kept the tags on, and they were the clothes he was buying from our store. And our store was charging because they had some nice stuff. So I was looking like, okay, he was lit, as you guys say. And he came in there to buy some more clothes, and the girl told him, she was like $250. This dude pulled out a wad of money and put it on the counter. And she counted it, and she was like, you're gonna need another, 45 or whatever dollars. He put his hand in his pocket, whipped out another amount, boom. And she counted it, and of course it was more. And she was like, you don't know how to count? And he just smiled. This dude was hood rich. He didn't know how to count, no nothing. All he knew how to do was hustle. And that's it. He wanted something. He's like, I want this. I want these clothes. I want to look fresh. I want the girls to like me. I want the homies to look up to me. So I'm going to go out here and I'm going to get this flop. And I'm going to go in here and I'm going to get these clothes, get these shoes. You know what I'm saying? But as far as getting an education, I don't need that. I'm educated enough. I don't need to know how much this is. If I can afford it, boom. George Floyd was a thug? Really? Really? And okay, so here we go. George Floyd was a thug. He deserved to be murdered. Here we go, criminalizing black people. So there are no white thugs out there. Huh. So all the thugs, regardless of what color they are, they all deserve to be murdered. In the street, cameras and everything. Yeah, he was. He was from Houston. Because he was from Houston, he was a thug. So everybody from Houston is a thug. You got to make some sense before you come on here. Because listen, we done seen where white people, like they had this one story where this white dude and his dad was busting at cops and shot two of them. Clack, clack. Apprehended. Apprehended. Us, he's a thug. Murdered. Facts. Those are facts. They apprehended those two guys who shot those two police. They killed Floyd, and he's a thug. What did he do? What did he do that deserved death? You guys took him off the street. Now America is much better, and you saved him from what exactly? Don't matter if he was a thug or he was killed in cold blood, and that's facts. Yeah, see, whenever they criminalize somebody, see, listen, they try to say he resisted arrest. Then they just showed a film today that came from the store, not from somebody's camera, from the store, and it showed him not resisting arrest. They were like, "Oh, he resisted arrest," and they showed it. It was like he didn't resist arrest. So here comes somebody like you. Oh, he was a thug because he was from Houston. What did he do? What did he do? Listen, if this guy was a serial killer, he would still deserve due process. Even if he was a serial killer. What does that have to do? What does that have to do with the white police officer putting his knee on a man's neck until he died? Because there you go again. See, when people, oh, he was a thug. When you can't prove your case, then it's, oh, this, we kill each other every day. Okay. Black people kill black people, white people kill white people, Asians kill Asians. Everybody who lives next to each other kill each other. It's always been that way. But you're talking about the justice system blatantly murdering people. These are people who we pay to protect us. You guys fail to understand that. There is an oath that they take. There's an oath that they take in order to protect. We hire them. Y'all not thinking. You're like, oh, what about the black on black violence? Do I hire other black people to protect me? No, I don't hire them. Have you hired somebody black to protect you and they shot you? No. Is anybody on your block where you live, do they take an oath to protect you? To serve you? No, they don't. Police officers take an oath according to the Constitution. Okay, it's not to be taken lightly. They take an oath in order to, and they're supposed to be upstanding citizens, not murderers. There's a different dynamic and a different relationship from police officer to civilian than there is from civilian to civilian. When people bring that, what about us murdering each other? I'm like, we have no oath to each other. We're not sworn to protect each other. I don't pay taxes to my neighbor. I pay taxes to the police department. I pay taxes to the city to hire police officers to protect me when something goes down. I pay those taxes. You pay those taxes. You do not pay taxes to your neighbor. There's no oath there. Okay, so cut out the black on black violence. It's not the same relationship. That's a dead argument. And you should be. You should be. You should be worried about the people who look like you because they can get close to you. Look, there's nothing wrong with that. You should be worried about that. Be worried about that. That's called being smart. That's not a. That's not a. Listen, do you think we're the only nationality who wipes each other out? Maybe you need to go to Mexico and start looking how they do each other over there. Maybe you need to do that. Okay, it's real. Look at England's history. Hell, look at Americans' history, white history. Even the Indians that lived here before them. I mean, look at their history. They slaughtered each other. Every nationality does it. You damn right you should be aware of who's around you. You absolutely right. Shoot. 100% the people who look like you because they can stand next to you and we see it all the time. People don't expect it and the person right next to them guns them down. Now they had one guy, I heard this story where this one guy shook this guy's hand and then blew him away. Yeah, they should be charged for murder. They should be indicted and convicted. You know, they can't even talk to a police officer for 30 days after an incident. And of course, not 30 days. They're trying to get their act together so they can go ahead and fight the case. They're hiring their lawyer. You know, they're talking to their police sergeant. Well, they don't have one anymore. But, they have all these investigations going on. I'm from Houston, and you got to be worried about everything out here. Absolutely. You should be worried about everything in Houston. All the different nationalities you got out there. Houston is a big spot. I got family out there. And when I say I got family, I don't mean like distant cousins. I got literal brothers and sisters live out there, out in Texas. I got 3 siblings, immediate siblings that live in Texas. And I got nieces and nephews who all live out there. They keep asking me to come out there. You know? You should be worried about the people who you live next to. And if you have to, arm yourself. Protect yourself. Hit the gym. Work out. Be aware. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with thinking, oh, could this person over here end my life? You should do that with everybody. The preacher, the nun, they can all do you in. Prosper. Prosper, it makes is sick, bro. I don't understand what you're saying. Oh, prosper, it makes. I don't understand what that means. But I'm just saying, when you guys bring that up, man, somebody was a thug. I'm like, okay, make your argument. Because the last time we heard this was about Ahmaud Arbery. He was a thief. Turns out that none of that was true. When the police released all those videos and him getting, arrested, turns out that everything they said was a lie, including the people that killed him. And that's why the third guy, that's why he got arrested for murder. Listen, the third guy, the one who filmed the Ahmaud Arbery case, the one who filmed it, that guy is in jail right now for murder. dirt. He's not in jail for filming it. He's not in jail for he's in jail for falsely for attempting to falsely imprison somebody and murder because he followed Ahmaud Arbery and filmed it. And his lawyer trying to say that he had nothing to do with it. No, you trapped that kid just like the other two did, just like the McMichaels did. You were in on it too. You try to say, oh, because he wasn't armed. You were armed with a doggone a vehicle. You had a vehicle. Your vehicle stopped him from going wherever he went. You followed him for 4 minutes. He changed direction and tried to get around you guys. You stayed with him. You are an accomplice. The whole snitching rule we apply is in the streets, bro. Let me tell you something, man. One of you goofballs come over here and do something to me. Trust me, I'ma handle you. I'ma handle you to the best of my ability. But if I can't take care of it, yeah, if it's big enough, if it's a big enough deal, absolutely. I told y'all I just had two clowns draw a knife on me. And I'm gonna tell you something, man. Those two white dudes that drew that knife on me, I was more upset that they drew the knife on me than wanting to fight. I'm like, it's a 2-on-1. I'm 52 years old. Let's go. You guys are in your 30s. Let's go. Y'all wanted to fight? You hit me. Let's fight. Y'all gonna draw a knife. It's 2-on-1, and y'all gonna start a fight. You started a fight with me. There's two of you, plus you got your brother in the house and two women. I'm outnumbered 5-1, and you draw a knife. I'm like, let's go. I was more disappointed that I couldn't get my scrap on. I was ready for that. Arbery broke into whose house? Whose house did Arbery break into? Show me the video. Leave the link. Whose house did he break into? Yeah, leave the link leave the link. Tell us whose house he broke into. Where's the police report? Pull the police report up. If you know he broke into somebody's house, then there's a police report. So you can't say that you can't get the information, because you can just, go to whatever part of Georgia that is, and then go to the police department, go on their website, and then look up the case, and then boom, 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 go right down, and you'll have a police report. Leave the police report in the link. Leave a link to the police report. I bet you won't do it. The officer's house, he broke. Leave the evidence. Leave the evidence. Leave the evidence. A link to the evidence. The McMichaels, the officer you're talking about is the defamed officer, because he wasn't even allowed to carry a gun. He was on the force for 9 years, and he kept getting his gun and his badge taken away. They kept taking his gun from him because he wasn't a good police officer. And he's the one who was investigating. He was investigating the Ahmaud Arbery theft of the TV. Turns out he didn't steal the TV. He was falsely arrested. So please, leave the information in a link and tell me, so we can look and see that he broke into somebody's house, because according for what I know, he didn't break into nobody's house. And he broke in, what did he steal? What did he steal? Because if he broke into McMichael's house, then there's a police report. Leave the link to the police report. What did he steal in the McMichael's house? What's good, man? Yeah, Mr. Preacher. What did he steal? Ahmaud Arbery did not break into the McMichael house. He didn't break into the house, bro. Ahmaud Arbery walked into a house that was under construction, and it was completely legal to do so. He didn't break into nobody's house. He walked in, and everything is on camera. The whole thing's on camera. They try to say he stole fishing gear. He didn't steal any fishing gear. That fishing gear was on a boat down at the lake. He wasn't even near that. And the guy's house, those 4 officers need the death penalty. They do. They do. He was innocent. He sure was. They said that they arrested him because he was under the influence. The police were called on him because they said he wrote a bad check. Okay, that's illegal. I get that. Call the police, 100%. So when the police come, he's sitting in his car, and the police approach him, and they say that he's under the influence, which we still don't know what he was under the influence of. Alcohol, what was he under the influence of? Anyways, so he's under the influence. You take him out of the car, and now we have a video where they show the police officer taking him out of the car. Before, they said he was resisting arrest. Now let's get this understood. Let's get this understood. During the act of being arrested, this is when they're attempting to put the handcuffs on you, which would put you in a state of arrest. When they're trying to put the handcuffs on you, you are doing something that enables them to arrest you. You are resisting arrest in some kind of way. They're telling you you're under arrest. You're fighting that. This is what they said in the report. Now we have a video that shows from the store. This is from the very store that called the cops on him. We have a video release from the front of the store, and they show this man just as calm as ever. One cop has him. There are 4 cops in that video. One cop has him with one arm, just his hand on his arm, around his. He has his left hand on Floyd's right arm, and he's guiding him from the car to the side of the store, and he tells him to sit down. And Floyd sits down. He's talking to the police officer with his hands already behind his back. He's arrested. So he wasn't resisting arrest. He's already arrested. And then they tell him to get up. He gets up. And then they go and put him in the car, which they should have did. But something happens when he walks around to get put in the car. Wait, you know what I think happened? Because we're going to see that. Here's what I think happened. You got the one officer who was actually somewhat sane. Him and another officers, they show up in the unit. They're like, yo, get out the car. He gets out the car. They put him under arrest, which we see, putting him under arrest. Sit down, and then they get up, and they're going to put him in the car. 2 other officers show up. The other officers that show up are the aggressors. They are the aggressors. They're like, oh no, we're about to start something. Oh no, this ain't about to be easy. We're going on vacation. That's it. We're going on vacation. They looked at him. They're like, yep. Start somewhere. He's already under arrest. Boom. Throw him on the ground. Boom. Calm down. Calm down, sir. Sir, calm down. Sir, please calm down. You got 4 guys on him, your knees in his neck. Calm down. But this officer didn't even say anything. But that's the excuse still used. Oh, he was still fighting us. Fighting 3 officers with his hands behind his back. This is the stuff you're going to hear. Oh, he was fighting us. His legs were flailing. None of that's true. They caught this from every angle. And they're already caught in a lie. Already caught in a lie. Yeah, the elite killed him. What up, my brother? All lives won't matter until Black lives matter. We need to hold these police and government to a higher standard if you know what I mean. Oh yeah, bro, see, See, I look. I've always had problems with police because they've always given me problems just because I'm black. Just driving or walking, I've got pulled over walking, bro. I'm walking and you pull me over. That really did happen. I got put in handcuffs and put in jail and went before a judge and yeah, what up with you? And the judge asked me why I was there. What up with you, Polo? When the judge asks you why are you in front of him, you know that there's a problem. And I told the judge, I was hoping you could tell me why I'm here for the whole damn weekend. Now it's different. Now it's 7 days. Oh, it's a whole racket now. It's a whole illegal. It's kidnapping. It's a whole racket. You can't listen. Listen. If they come and snatch you up for the weekend, if you out clubbing and they come and snatch you up at a party, you're there for the whole weekend. Well, you used to be there for the whole weekend. On Monday, you go to your arraignment. No. You're there for 7 days now. 7 days before you can talk to anyone. 7 days before the judge even thinks about seeing you. And you be in there and not even know why you're there. Like, what? You got my car locked up for 7 days. Let me tell you, do you know how much it cost, the impound cost? You're looking at over $100 a day to have your car impounded. So you're looking at least a G. At least a G. And you still don't know why you're in there. And it's costing you over a G. Oh, no, homie. Cap kneeled down for us. Now they kneeling on it. Oh, yeah, all day. Cap gonna come out of nowhere. He gonna say something. See, Cap was right. Cap was right. He was trying to protest the best way he could. You know? Cap was trying to protest the best way he could. You know what I'm saying? Because it's still happening. It's still happening, man. It's going to come to a fever pitch. See, now these young people, see, I'm going to tell you something. When you beat somebody down and you constantly beat them down, either one or two things is going to happen. They're eventually going to get up and try to figure out a way to beat you, or they're just going to stay down. How are you doing today? I'm doing all right, Lady G. How are you doing down there in the AT Rail? Shoot. See, these young people, man, they ain't trying to sit down. They over there busting windows and everything. You know, I mean, it's gonna look like the Chicago riots and the LA riots with Rodney King. You know what I'm saying? It's about to be real. These young people ain't taking that. It's about to be real. Somebody's gonna pay for that. Somebody's gonna pay for it. These young gunners out here, they don't care. You know, these cops are shooting people talking about reaching. You see what they did to Willie? They shot him in that drive-through. Not the drive-through. Yeah, it was a Wendy's or something. He fell asleep. And they was like, he's reaching. And then all those officers opened fired on him. Okay, up in the NYC. Be careful. Because they snatching people left and right at NYC. They trying to get the numbers back. Yeah, when they was releasing people for coronavirus, and they was like, yeah, go ahead and release people. You know what I'm saying? They need a certain amount of people to stay in them jails. And now look, they going out and they just grabbing people and throwing them in jail. Look what's going on in New York. They just grabbing black people and throwing them in jail because they need that machine to keep going. They need that cash cow to keep going. If there ain't no bodies in jail, then you know all that government funding, you know what I'm saying? All that government funding that the Clintons are into, yeah, they helped out with that three strikes. Yeah, Bill Clinton was doing that. You know what I'm saying? All that government funding all goes nowhere. They have to have a certain amount of people. Yeah, they snatching people left and right in New York. I mean, it's to the point where it really looks like modern day slavery. It really looks like modern day slavery. It doesn't look like nothing short of that. They're just riding down a street and seeing some black people pulling over and let me see your ID. No, what I do? Boom, and then they're just hitting them. They are laughing at us, right? Yeah. What happened with the shooting at the gas station in Louisiana? Which one? Are you talking about? Yeah. Where they shot old boy in the chest. I got love for some black folks. For some of these demons running around here, I ain't got no love for them. Yo, I thought Bill was okay until I learned what him and Hillary did. That three strikes you're out hurt us more than anything. Because listen, they was listen, listen. The can't talk now. Three strikes rule counts for felonies, right? So if you have like I don't know how much weed is, I don't sell it, but if you have the illegal amount of weed, right? So okay, so let's just say you get caught with weed, right? Boom, that's a felony. You do I don't know 6 months, a year, right? Boom, right? You get caught around somebody with weed. They come in, they bust everybody. They're gonna indict you for a felony, right? Boom, that's your second charge. This woman got a phone call and they asked her where the weed was. This is a true story. And she said, so and so got weed. They busted in her door and took this woman to jail. That was her third strike because she knew who the weed man was. That was her third strike. That's why three strikes is dangerous. So all this releasing people and releasing them early and get out of here. Y'all taking lives every day. That's why I don't get excited when I see, they just released so and so. He was in for 37 years. Yeah. I'm like, and then in some of these states, they don't give you no reciprocity for taking away your life. 35 years. You was telling them you didn't do it for 35 years and you get no money. None. They have it written into their laws. Even if you're wrong, you put this person in jail 35 years. When they get out, we don't give you no money. 35 years? Nah, homie. I'm going to tell you where black people need to start. Oh, argument over gas. Oh, those two dudes. Yeah. Yeah, because one pulled up into the gas station and the other dude pulled up over the gas spot. Yeah. That's pretty much that's black on black crime, but that's also what I would consider road rage. But yeah, but here's the thing. Here's the thing in that case. Here's the thing. From the video clip that we saw the one dude who was the aggressor walking up to the other guy, and what he did was he threatened him. He told him that he would hit him. He's like, I'll knock you out and blah, blah, blah. And the other guy said, well, come on and do it then. So as dude approached him, he lit him up now. That dude's going to go to jail for sure. Because the thing is, if you're armed, you have I don't know how they word it, but you have to tell somebody that you're armed. I'm armed. Say that so they know, okay, I need to get up here. It's about to go down bad. So I think that he's going to do a lot of time for murder, but I don't think he's going to get murder one. He's not going to get premeditated murder. He is going to throw out the self defense, and it's going to stick a little bit, but I think he's still going to do. I say they might give him 15. He might do 5. because he didn't tell him he was armed. If the first thing he would have said was, "I'm all right, you come over here, but I'm armed," and the dude still comes over, well, okay, you threatened me. I told you I was armed. I blew your dumb ass away. It is what it is. But if you tell somebody you're armed and they still coming at you, and in order to do you bodily harm, and you think your life is in danger, it is what it is. But it's got to be clear and concise. There's a lot of rules with owning a weapon and then shooting and killing somebody, and that's what I'm saying. Like, if you're gonna own a weapon, okay, so here there are street laws, there are gun laws, and then there's a gray area. The street law says if somebody's about to come and do you some harm, you bust them up. You take them out of here. If you draw a gun, you take that person out. However, the real law, it gives you, it punishes you according to that person's lives or dies, and it also punishes you according to where you shot them. So if you shoot a person in the torso area from here up or a headshot, you were aiming to kill them. If you shoot a person in a leg and it stops them, which it will, then you are not aiming to kill them. So if old boy would have shot old dude in the knee just one time because he shot him 3 times. There's another thing. If you shoot somebody excessively, blah 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 blah, and then you try to claim insanity, there's a gray. You can't claim insanity. You know what I'm saying? So there's all kind of laws that I'm not a lawyer, but I know somebody who was on death row, and he shot the person. He emptied the clip on somebody, and he tried to claim insanity, which he was temporarily insane legally, and mentally he was temporarily insane because he was angry because somebody raped his sister and he watched her bleed out. He raped her with a Coke bottle, and he watched his sister bleed out. That would make you go temporarily insane. And that's what happened. So he shot the dude in a Kroger's parking lot, broad daylight, and he emptied the clip on him. But they said, nope, you weren't insane. And they put him on death row. But he ended up getting out. This was some 20 years ago. But he ended up getting out because he was temporarily insane. Illegally, it was justified what he did. You know what I'm saying? But you know how the system is. If they can get you in there and keep you in there, and over indict you, that's exactly what they'll do. And that's what they did. Because he killed that dude. So, oh boy, yeah, that Louisiana shooting, man, that dude's going to go to jail for a while. There's no way he's going to be walking around. See, I know another dude, a businessman, right? Rich dude. And I was talking to him, and he was talking to a neighbor. It was a white neighbor, too. This dude was black. And the white neighbor got into it with him, came over in his yard and started beefing with him. And he carried a little 22 with him. And he told him, he was like, you need to go on about your business. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to bust a cap in you. And old dude ain't believing, so he pulled out his little Derringer or whatever he had, and then, pow, he shot him at in the foot. He shot him right in the foot. pulls out his gun, boom, caps that dude in the foot, and then goes in the house, calls his lawyer, and says, I'm going to jail. Then he calls the police, tells them what he done, and then he goes down to the jail and signs and was like, yo, this is what I did. And he goes down to the jail. He's like, yo, I just, shot somebody, I called it in, yada, yada, yada. So he followed all the protocols. He shot somebody in the foot. He didn't try to kill him. The person crossed into his, territory. He felt threatened. He busted him. And the next day, plus his lawyer knew he was there. And the next day he was out. And the dude who got shot saw him the next day. He was like, yo, you shot me in the foot. You should be in jail. He was like, I did go to jail. And the next day he was right back out his crib. Because he knew the law. He knew the law. You come into my yard and I tell you that I'm armed. Yeah, he got off. I was talking to him on the street. He didn't do no time. He got off because he was in the right. In the state of Ohio, he followed all the rules. Absolutely, he got off. And the white guy wanted him to be in jail for like 20 years or something. He's like, no, I got shot you in a non-lethal area. He shot you in the foot, and he called it in. Because if you shoot somebody and you don't take responsibility for it, there's some weird charges with that too. So if you go ahead and bust somebody's ass and then you run, well then you're about to go to jail for a long time. But if you shoot, so okay, I saw a video where this black dude was in a not Eaton Park. What is that? A Waffle House. And these two white guys came in and started messing with him. And he told them, he was like, "Leave me alone." And they kept saying stuff to him. And then he said, "I'm letting you know that I'm armed." And they kept messing with him. And then they charged at him. And he whipped out his gun. Boom. And he shot the dude. Boom. Dude was laying right there, dying. He shot him. And then when he shot him, the other guy, they called the police. And then when the police came, before they got into the door, he put his gun down and then he laid down. So what's going on? So he didn't run. He properly defended himself. The whole thing's on camera. He warned the person that he was armed. And he felt like his life was threatened because it was. They was trying to beat him up. So he shot the dude. He waited till the cops came. He put the gun on the ground in front of him, and then he laid down with his hands so the cops can see that he wasn't armed. There's just a way of doing things. You know what I'm saying? You have the right to protect yourself. But if you do it the wrong way, if you're irresponsible, you carry a weapon and you're irresponsible, you can forget. You can forget it. You're in trouble. There's a way to. Would you go get a new hoopty?
No, it's not my car. The muffler just came down.
You what?
On my car, the muffler just came down.
Oh, that's probably just a little latch. It's a little hook up under the car.
Uh-huh.
Sometime, did the whole muffler or just the pipe come off?
It's
Is the whole pipe, is it scraping the ground?
mm-hmm.
That's the whole muffler. Yeah. You can rig it. What's going on, young lady? She's sleepy.
That's what it looks like.
Oh yeah, that's it. Yeah. Everybody who owned a hoopty knows this scene right here. Well, see, it's also disconnected. See, it rusted out because you got your muffler, then your tailpipe is connected to it.
Mm-hmm.
All that's gone. So the pipe is still up under there, but this is connected. So what somebody's gonna have to do is you could either buy a whole muffler system from the manifold, goes all the way down to the tailpipe, which will cost you a good bit of money,
Mm-hmm.
or you can have somebody get up under there and weld it,
Mm-hmm.
and that'll hold it for a while. High five.
That's no
Boom.
problem. I don't know. I talked to
Or you
somebody,
can use tape,
but
muffler tape.
whoever I bought the car from, after I bought the car, the people who looked at the car for me, the
Yeah.
man who looked at the car for me, I think he just looked under the hood.
Most people do.
He didn't look under, he
Yeah.
didn't check it. But my one friend, when he first seen it,
Yeah.
he got on the ground. He looked under the car.
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, your car been rigged up." And
Yeah,
I'm
it's
like,
rigged up.
"Really?"
Yeah. And really what it is, it's just the whole section can be replaced. You can
But I'm so tired of. It's so much.
You
And
probably-
like on and off.
yeah.
I'm just ready to get it.
Yeah, you
another
might
car.
want to get yourself a different hoopty, but when you get a used car, you get somebody else's problems.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're right. I mean,
Yeah.
that was my first car, So.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's not a bad car.
No.
Yeah.
It's always something.
It could be worse.
Definitely.
It could be a lot
Still
worse.
blessed, right?
Yeah, you still blessed.
Still blessed.
Y'all take it easy.
So,
Yeah.
that's what I just did.
Lock your keys in the car.
My keys are at my mom's house.
Your house keys.
My house.
Your house keys are in your hand.
These are my mom's keys.
So where's
I'm so used to my car, my keys.
So you got to just go back to the house.
I came all the way out here. This is a big frustration. Oh my goodness.
Could be worse. Yeah. Sorry about that. It's my neighbor. But yeah. So there is when you get a gun, you got to study the gun laws, because if you don't, then you're gonna find yourself in jail for a long time. When you think that you're in the right, you can't just shoot anybody anywhere. And that guy in Louisiana shot that guy to kill. Shot him 3 times and he shot him 3 times. You shoot a guy once, you shoot anybody once. Not unless they're hyped up off of some drugs. They're not gonna they're not gonna keep coming at you. You bust somebody one time, you know, with a 40, 45 Glock, any of those. Yo, a 22 will get somebody the good notice. You hit them in the right spot. But when you shoot them 3 times, ah, 3 times, bro. Yeah, she cool. She cool beans. She a single mom. The boyfriends be around, but if I think that I can help out with their little car situations, I will. You know what I'm saying? Little stuff. Little stuff. She got 2 kids, so 22 is something. You're right. Yeah, you bust somebody with a 22, they'll get off of you. You cop somebody in the thigh with a 22, bam! Get on the what you done said? Get in my cornbread. Hey, they'll get up off you with a 22. Trust. They'll get right on up off you. They'll feel that real quick. So I'm just saying. So if you got something, I mean, look, this is why some weapons on the street are so like hollow points. You can't have hollow points. You gotta have paper for that. You got some hollow points, or you fool around and got yourself a Desert Eagle. Listen, you can just nick somebody with a Desert Eagle, and they're out of here. They're going bye bye, because the Desert Eagle ain't playing around with nobody. So I mean, he shot that dude 3 times, bro. You shoot him once, and then the last shot was a delayed shot. Rhino tips, yeah. Little hole in the front, big hole in the back, bro. All them things got to do is whiz by you. Blam! You hit somebody with a 44. Hit somebody with a 44 and see if you don't go straight to jail. You ain't even, they'll be like, what did you hit him with? A 44? Yeah, you're going to be in for about 15, 20, day for day. You about to do day for day. Hit somebody with a 44. Good blow. Something that'll go through the car. Kick it a plan with a serious kick. Oh, it's over. It's over. You going out. Because that person's going, they're in trouble. I know this one dude, man. He used to be in the like I tell y'all, I'm from the hood, but I don't be on them streets, but I know street people. This one dude, man, big old dude. His name was Black. Big old. He's a bouncer now. I ain't seen him in years though. Real cool dude, man. I had just met him that night, and we was just talking about how dangerous Pittsburgh is now. He was like, yeah, because I was in Pittsburgh at the time, chatting it up with him. We was at a party. The Pittsburgh females are just. If I ever move back to Pittsburgh, it's strictly just to look at the beautiful women in the hood. Just hood chicks be just so damn fine. You just like, I know y'all crazy and dangerous, but oh my God, just so beautiful. It's ridiculous. Nonetheless, so we at this, club or whatever, hanging out. He's a bouncer. I'm just chatting it up with him, looking at the females. You know how we do. He was like, yeah, I was, doing my little drug thing, and he was running the drugs. He wasn't sitting just, and he had them, and a dude saw him, and I think he was in the East Liberty, caught him in a parking lot, and the dude whipped out, whipped out the hand cannon on him, and caught him from the back. Told dude to get on his knees. Told Black to get on his knees. Black gets on his knees. He's like, give me the money. And he was like, I can't give you this money. So Black was like, my life is going to end either way. If I get this money up, I'm done. If I don't get the money up, I'm done. And he was like, I can't give you the money. He was like, give me the money. I can't. He heard the hammer cock back. And when the hammer cocked back, the dude had a tech and the tech jammed. And all he heard was, and then he was like, wait a minute, I'm still alive. He actually had to close his eyes like, okay, Mom, I'm coming to join you. He opened up his eyes and he saw dude struggling with the check. He went and put, let me tell you, you guys think I'm big. Black is a big football dude. He started beating on a dude, and his homeboy watched the whole thing because, like I said, he got the draw on him. His homeboy sitting in the car watched the whole thing. So Black is beating this dude. He on top trying to beat the hell out of this guy, and this guy is still trying to unjam his tech, and they trying to get it from him. So Black just reaches up. He got the 9 on him, and he opens fire on this dude. At when I say point blank, he's standing over the man, clacking it. Clink, 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 clink. This dude is still moving. Clink, 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 clink. This guy is still moving. Then he gets up. He's clink, 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 clink. He's still moving. And this dude is like, what are you hitting him? But he's like a 9 millimeter. And he's looking at the 9 and he's going, plow, 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 plow. And this dude is still, that dude was on some drugs. That dude was on some drugs. He made it to the hospital. That dude was on that. What, I don't know if it was Molly or whatever you guys be doing. He was on that. He was probably on cocaine, but he was on it. He didn't feel Black hitting him. He didn't feel the bullets hitting him. He didn't feel anything. He was so enthralled on getting that tech unjammed so he can get the drugs and go do what he wanted to do. All his sensibility was gone. Black was just shooting, blah, 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 blah. He said, after that day, I never sold drugs again. He's like, I got out the game. I'm done with it. I was like, that's that one time God speaks to you like, I'm tired of your nonsense. I'm sick of your stupidity. If you don't do what I say, you're going to lose your life. You think it's a game. Okay, you about to lose your life and your soul. And he was like, from then on, boom, I'm done. And I mean, this is a big man. And I was like, how did he even take those hits from you? He's like, he was skied up. Thanks for the story. You're talking about Pittsburgh. Yeah, I understand. There's Pittsburgh near Atlanta, but you also mentioned East Liberty. Are you talking about Pittsburgh? Yeah, I'm from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Yeah, I'm from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I graduated in Beaver Falls, but I lived in Braddock. So if you're from Pittsburgh, if you know where the bottom is, that's where I'm from. That's where I'm from. The bottom. Well, you're from the bottom? You from the bottoms? Dean Richards. I don't recognize your name. Everybody knows everybody in the bottom. Oh, okay. I was like, bro, I don't know you. Well, it's all good because, the bottoms ain't there anymore. They tore them down. Where you from, though? But just because I'm from the bottom doesn't mean like I'm some bad dude, but, whoo, boy. It used to go down in the bottom. It's crazy. Where's Khalifa from now? Oh, yeah, he from Pittsburgh, but he ain't from the bottom, though. I don't know where he's from in Pittsburgh. But we got boroughs just like, any other spot. Yeah, East Liberty, Garfield. I used to live in Garfield, North Side. Yeah, I used to live in Garfield. Yep, went to school out there when I was a youngin'. I was like 6 or 7. Yeah, I'm a chill dude, man. I like to make sense of it all. Yeah, Garfield, man. I still be having bad dreams about Garfield projects. Well, they're not bad dreams. It's just dreams of me being stuck in the projects. I still be getting lost. Like you go there and you get lost. Like how to get out of here? Because the way Garfield is built, way Garfield is built, is the streets. When you're coming down the streets, they built the projects in Garfield's like along the streets, and they look like normal housing. But when you're going up, you just see the same building after building after building after building after building after building going around the street, and all of them look like the same. It looks like a bad dream. It just does. The temperature where I'm at, shoot, it's got to be 80 degrees right now, 90, 80, 90 in Ohio. It's great. It's great. I've been outside all day. Saying had to do a little traveling this morning. Been outside all day trying to soak up some of this sun, man. Yeah, it's like a bad dream when you look at Garfield, man. I'm telling you, I still dream about that place. And the school that I went to, the school is abandoned now. The school I went to was abandoned, sat up on top of a hill. I mean, it is something out of a bad dream. The Ohio players, I think they came from, I think the Ohio players came from Dayton or something like that. Roger Troutman has said, yeah, the sun is good. Yeah, you get that vitamin D, helps your digestive tract and all that other stuff. I've been out walking around in it, trying to nurse this knee, just checking things out. Plus, you guys know I be checking out the garbage. You know what I'm saying? Jesse Owens. Yeah, you guys know I check out the garbage. You know what I'm saying? So the garbage comes the garbage gets put out every Tuesday. So when they do that, when they put the garbage out, I either walk up and down the street and sometimes get in my truck and go up and down the street because, people who are moving. So I'm not looking for like paper garbage and stuff. I'm looking for people who are moving because, they'll move at the end of a month or something like that. So when they're moving, they throw away a lot of stuff. They just don't want to move to the next spot, but the stuff is still good. So yesterday, somebody threw away a whole computer stand, intact and everything. Nice. And I know this lady who I sold a dishwasher to, she asked me about a computer stand. She's like, if you come across one, I just happened to be walking down the street and I'm like, took a picture of it and asked her if she wanted it. She was like, yeah, I sold it to her today. I took it home, cleaned it up, sprayed it down, wiped it down, got little marks off of it, boom, sold it to her. I love it. Oh yeah, no, I'm not in Atlanta, man. That's because most of you come here from my Why I Left Atlanta videos. Yeah, yeah, I do that, man. Listen, my mom, my mom used to dumpster dive, and I used to go with her. My other family members, they ain't really think it's cool, and I didn't either. It was embarrassing because we got teased. But it took me a couple times to go with her. Plus I'm a teenager. You trying to look cool when your mom is jumping head first in the dumpsters. You're just like, this ain't cool. But my mom was dumpster diving, there's an electronic factory that made all these electronics and stuff. She walked past and saw them throwing away all these electronics and was just like calculators and stuff like that. And she's like, I wonder what else they got in there. So she'd be like, come on, let's go. and we go dumpster diving, and she'd get out, stuff, and it would work. We get stuff, and I was like, you know what, this is embarrassing, but I totally understand what you're doing. She was getting her hustle on. She's one of those people that couldn't hold it. She could not work at all, but she was an artist, sing, draw, cook. She was just tough, man. She'd fix her own car. She was just tough. Yeah, you come from my Why I Left Atlanta videos. I got like 30 or 40 of them, but I'm not talking about Atlanta in all of the videos. But it's my hottest video. Yeah, yeah. My mom would do stuff like that. I'd be like, "Ma, yo, this is embarrassing." But one time she pulled out this nice calculator, and I was just like, "All right, then, let's go then." So you know, I look at people's garbage every week. I go, I walk around this complex, look around, and I find stuff and I post it, sell it to people. And sometimes somebody way from up in one of these real nice areas, they'll be like, "Yo, if you doing that, you should come on up here doing garbage day." People be throwing away, stoves, refrigerators, and stuff like that, and I'll be like, "Yeah, I'll take that too." You know what I mean? I'll take it and resell it as long as it's working. Heck, I even sold a broken fridge. Somebody came and bought that. People buy stuff, man. Somebody left out a washer and dryer. I didn't know if it worked. I was a quick 20, $30. I posted and was like, hey, I got a washer and dryer. I don't know if it's worked. Come get it. One time these people left out a stationary bike. Shoot, I looked at a stationary bike. I was like, oh yeah. I posted it for $60. These people came and bought it for their grandparents who were in the nursing home. So they were like, they not going nowhere, so they need exercise. They can jump on this thing. And I was like, there you go. It worked. Wasn't nothing wrong with it. I was $60 in my pocket. Shoot, after them days, man, I started doing it all the time. It's a good little hustle. It's a good hustle. I be looking for little hustles. Now I'm addicted. I am. I be addicted, man. I'm like, damn, what could I do? What else could I do? Uh, I be looking at all kind of stuff like, man, my hands get to itching. I be like, oh man, I need to go out here and hustle, man. I can't relax for nothing. I be up early in the morning thinking about how to hustle. I do. I'm addicted to the hustle, man. It's bad too. Look at my hair. Don't I look like I'm crazy? I be showing up at people's house like this. They don't say nothing either. Yo, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you something. It's so infectious that when people see you hustling and they see you doing stuff, they just like, I wonder what else he can do. Like my neighbor over here, he saw me doing some stuff. He was like, yo, can you help me? Like, I'll give you $20 just to help me move my washer and dryer, or get it turned on. I don't know what's wrong with it. Just a hose. I was like $20. Now the dude asked me, he's like, yo, I got a TV stand. I bought a house. I got a TV stand. I want you to mount my TV. He's like, can you do that? I was like, heck yeah, I got a drill. So I just went on YouTube, looked up how to mount a TV. Boom, mounted this TV yesterday. Big old 65-inch. Boom, right on the wall. Boom, bam. He was like, yeah, I want you to mount my other TV. I also want you to mount my, he's like, you're going to be doing a lot of work for me. So I'm like, you know, doing all kind of little hustle stuff. I love that. I love that. He's like, yeah, plus I need you to help me move. I need you to help me. I was like, all right, well, I'm going to get some youngins on that. I'm going to get some youngins on that. I ain't got the best back in the world, but, I will, help you mount something on your wall and all that other stuff, test your electricity. And I'll be on YouTube learning, man, because that's where the hustle is. When I try to figure out something, people be asking me to do all kind of stuff I don't know how to do. I'll be like, okay, well, wait a minute. They be like, can you fix this? I'll be like, wait a minute. I tell them, yeah. I'll be like, I think I can. I don't, I don't be having the tools to do it. I go on YouTube, be like, boom. I be on it, man. I love to hustle. But yeah, man. We gonna see what happens with this Floyd case. And I haven't protested yet. I mean, when Trayvon Martin was slain, I wanted to, I was messing around with a chick. She actually protested, and I felt bad because I didn't get in on that. And I was here. My oldest brother worked on Wall Street. He had a van. He would go into white areas and pick up stuff and sell it to. Yeah, he loved to hustle. Was a DJ, and he moved people with that van. Yeah, man, the hustle is addicting. Like I love the hustle, man. The hustle is a spirit. It's a spirit. Once you get it in you, man, you be like, it's a spirit. You wake up thinking about it. You go to bed thinking about it. I be up at 3 in the morning looking on my phone and what else could I do, man? Yeah, yeah, you make bank. And once people see you, like my neighbor over here, the lady over here, she asked me, she was like, okay, I see you. You know what I'm saying? Because they be leaving refrigerators and stuff out here they used to. They stopped doing it now. And she was like, yeah, I want you to, that's how you do. She was in my truck and we drove past the refrigerator. I was like, hold on a second. She was like, I love a hustler. I went and put that refrigerator in the back of my truck just like this and was like, okay, where was we going? Because she lived with her mom, so she had to get her mom, one of the little roller things. And I was like, well, shoot, you can get a good one for 150. She was like, I ain't got no 150 right now. Oh, she said they cost about 150, and she said I ain't got no 150 right now. I said you don't need 150 to get one of those. You can go right on Facebook or offer up or something like that. Go right on there. We went right on there. Boom, 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 boom. Guy was selling a brand new one because his parent died. Brand new in the box, $50. I was like, yo, bro, can we get this? He was like, yeah, meet me up at the boom. She got in the car. Boom. We just rolled out, got it. Boom. They ain't complained about it. They was like, yo, we need a new washer. Can you get one? I was like, well, let me see what I can do. Let me start looking around. You know what I'm saying? A lot of hustle, man. Somebody always needs something. And if you willing to, yeah, I love it, man. It's like, these dudes was asking me why I ain't got no woman. I was like, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. I be like, my woman is my truck. That's my woman. I gotta take care of that. That's my woman right there. That's my baby. I come out and talk to that truck every day. What's up with you? How you doing? Are you all right? You good? How you feeling? Shoot. Because if you ain't all right, hey, hey, if my truck ain't all right, then I ain't all right. You feel me? My brakes went out in it. And I was just like, oh snap. I was like, I start calling them, roadside mechanics. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I wouldn't replace it either. Now, if I met a woman who was about that hustle, if she was okay, so let me say this. Let me say this about women, because I get guys ask me this all the time. They like, you ain't got no woman, man. You ain't out there, trying to get it in. I was like, listen, I don't really. I'm 52 years old. Like, you guys are 36. Y'all got wives. Like, I get that. Y'all got family. I don't really, but I think about, a woman every morning, of course. But like the way I look at Because the way I look at life now, I look at everything as an investment, even all the way down to a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I do. Everything is an investment to me. Everything. How much time you put into something, how much money you put into something, whatever you buy, is it going to aid you? Is whatever you buy going to aid you into helping out your finances? Is it going to make you a better person? It doesn't always have to be monetary, but being a better person also equates can be a monetary thing too. If you see what I mean, if you're a rotten person and you out there doing bad deals, eventually it'll catch up to you. But if you're a good person and you out there doing good deals, that's gonna catch up to you too. You feel me? Because word of mouth is still number one. I don't care what social media does. Word of mouth, as a matter of fact, social media is word of mouth. If you give somebody a bad, let me tell y'all something. Let me just tell y'all something. I had a lady, right? I sold this lady a really nice stove. Matter of fact, I still got it in the house. Real nice stove, right? Electric stove. Now, backtrack a little bit. There's this other lady who wanted to buy that same stove. She wanted to buy it first. I went to her house. When I went to her house and I plugged it in, the stove came on, the computer part lit up and went out. And I was like, yo, something's wrong with your electricity. Nothing's wrong with my stove. Well, the lady was saying, yo, something might be wrong with your stove. I was like, nah. She's like, no, I don't want it. I was like, cool. So I took it, took it home. The post was still up for it. White lady was like, yo, I want it. So I took it to her house, plugged it in. It didn't work. And then it made me think, what happened? Because I noticed it was a good stove. What happened was when I plugged it into the other lady's house, her electric socket was wrong. She didn't have 240 coming out of that socket because only two of the eyes would light up. So she only had 120 coming out of that socket, and it blew my motherboard. That's what happened. And then that same woman hit me back and she was like, you know what? You were right. The wiring in my 240 was off. And it cost me money. So what I did was I took the the lady wanted to keep it. She wanted to keep the stove and wanted me to fix it. And I was just like, all right. So I started buying parts for it, but that was expensive. But I said, you know what? I'm just gonna go buy her just a different stove. So I bought her a new stove. This guy was selling a new stove. Boom, replaced it. Boom. She was happy, right? Boom. Took the old stove out, right? Boom. She hits me up about 2 weeks, about a week and a half later, and she goes, she's like, I can't get the oven to turn off. Do you know how to, get the oven to turn off? I'm learning. I don't know a lot about electric ovens. I don't have one. I look up and I look it up on YouTube. I said, okay, if you unplug the oven, turn off the circuit, turn the circuit back on. Not if you unplug it and then plug it in. If you unplug it, go downstairs or wherever in the basement, flip the switch off, wait for a minute, flip the switch back on, plug it back, and then it'll jump start the computer, and then everything will return to normal. This is a brand new stove, right? So boom, I hit her up, on Facebook, like, go ahead, do this. Go downstairs, flip the switch. I tell her to do it. She doesn't answer back. I was like, okay, and I need the model number so I can look up specifically how this works. And I told her, look at the manual because the manual will tell you how to turn the stove off. You might have to hit two buttons. So she don't do none of that. Then I tell her about a week later, yo, do these steps, so this can happen. She don't do that. She waits 2 weeks later, and because I told her before that, I said, do these steps, or I can go ahead and give you back your money. You know what I'm saying? I can give you your full refund. Come get the stove and let that be that. She waits 2 weeks later and goes, I want my money back. You can't fix this. I want my money back. And I was like, that was 2 weeks ago. You see, this is the kind of stuff you go through. I gave that lady a full refund. I went, took that stove, reposted it, and sold it 2 days later, and ain't heard from the people since. You see what I mean? The hustle don't stop. That karma's gonna come back to that lady because she tried to do me. Because I'm a nice guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm a nice guy. She tried to do me in. But but being a nice guy still allowed me to go ahead and, you know what I'm saying, to prosper. You know what I'm saying? It still allowed me to prosper. And the people I sell to, or every now and then the people that I sell to, those people go, yeah, we need this now. We need that now. Can you get this for me? Can you get that for me? You know what I'm saying? So I love that because I try my best, you know, to make sure my customer is number one. And that's what I was doing with that white lady. And I said, I'm gonna take care of you because you're my customer. But she was taking it as like I'm stuck on her or something. It's just like, nah, you're my customer. I know that if I'm good to you, you're gonna go on Facebook and tell other people, and they're gonna, come to me if they need something. You know what I'm saying? Some kind of hustle. Yeah. Well, I see you see a lot of these women are bipolar, and you may be better off just. Yeah, the females is not. I'm not really into the females acting and just all kind of crazy and sneaking around, and infidelity is a big thing. I'm not into that type of woman. Like, I'm older. Like, if I start getting into you, like I said, everything is an investment to me. So if I'm buying you food, that's not casual to me. Take me out to eat. Yeah, 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 yeah. All right, well, it has to be an investment. There has to be equal reciprocity. Can a brother get a back rub up in him? Something? If you just want to gobble up all my food, well, that's depreciation. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's just it's just depreciation. It's not, you're not worth me coming back to. If that's all you're gonna do and call me every now and then, nah. But if I can get something out of it, then yeah, I'll do it. You hungry? Let's go. You know what I'm saying? You have to be an asset to me because I'm done with just you're good looking and got a big booty. I'm way past that. I can't do that. I love good looking with the big booty, but it doesn't. It needs to add up. I don't need a chick that's like hustling, but I need a chick that got something going on. If you just a tired chick, I really don't want you. Yeah, if you just a tired, complaining, like you can't come over my house and lay down every time you come here. You had straight for the bedroom. Just what are you looking at? You like you're not about to get that next phone call, and we ain't going nowhere to eat. No, you're not getting that. Now, if you come over here and you head to the kitchen and you bring something in the door with you, yeah, you know what I'm saying. You just happen to grab some salmon. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, I just thought you might be hungry. I'm gonna go ahead and cook this. Well, okay. You know what I'm saying? I got some vegetables. Throw a little. I'm with that. I'm with that 100%. You love cleaning? Well, good. Shoot. That'll get you right too. Now, I really don't need nobody to come over and clean my house, but I ain't mad if somebody pick up a broom every now and then. I ain't gonna be mad at you. Just don't come over and complain that my house is dirty because you might be extra clean. You know what I'm saying? And you might get your nose all turned up when you see a speck of dust. I'm not trying to hear that. I done had that happen before too. I'm like, get out. You're free. Get out. Yeah, I've been trying to get on my mop game recently though. I've been trying to get on the mop game. I've been trying to clean up my house a lot more. You know what I'm saying? Because I'll be feeling a little like I could be cleaner. You know what I'm saying? I want to be cleaner. So I'll be sweeping and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Dusting a little bit. Don't tell nobody though. Don't tell nobody I'll be dusting. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no Swiffer yet, but I was thinking about investing in a Swiffer. You know what I'm saying? Maybe a little Dyson or something like that. Don't be telling nobody though. 'Cause y'all might be start looking at me funny because I'll be cleaning. You know what I mean? Just because brother be cleaning. You know what I'm saying? Take your shoes off when you come in the house. No, I ain't that bad. Now see, if you see it needs to be done, you do it. Now see, you might get a fish dinner out of me. I might, you know what I'm saying? I might go ahead and you might get a fish dinner out. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? You might get a fish dinner out of me. You know what I'm saying? You cleaning like that. I ain't mad about it. You know what I'm saying? Put on your sweatpants, your favorite sweatpants, the blue ones with the Mickey Mouse on the side. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Got your cleaning shoes on, little dark blue cleaning shoes you be wearing. Dark blue cleaning shoes with with the sky blue blouse with the shoe. Now I mean, if you clean, I'm just saying, don't be cleaning and complaining. You need to be nah. That's on you. I ain't tell you to do it. Yeah, that clean house smell. You know what I'm saying? I agree with that. I like that smell too. You know what I'm saying? I agree with that 100%. Yeah, that's cool. I don't mind seeing a woman cleaning on up if that's what she like to do. Cause I'll be watching like, okay, what you cleaning now? I'll be standing on you. But I'll leave you alone. I'll be like, go ahead and do the thing, cause that's what you want to do. I'm gonna go on outside and listen to your car. Maybe you need a. I'm gonna go outside and listen to the car. Get up under it and look at it a little bit. Go ahead and smell around the motor. Uh, is that antifreeze? Shoot. Go ahead and look up what kind of antifreeze you take. What mix? What mix of antifreeze? Oh, you like the 30, 40? Oh, okay. What kind of oil you might need? Blah, blah, blah. Was the last time you had an oil check? Yeah. While you in there doing your thing, I'll be outside doing my thing. Now, that type of woman I can kick it with. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't with all this fighting and whatnot. All this loud. I ain't with my woman running around with her ass out. I do it like some people love to. So I love to clean. Well, okay. One thing I don't enjoy about cleaning is the oven. Now, see, I don't mind cleaning an oven, but when I clean an oven, there's usually some type of money involved. Nah, I don't mind cleaning oven because I'm a little sciencey. I like the chemical reactions. I'm a little sciencey with my stuff. I'm a little nerdy. That's why I look a little nuts. You know what I'm saying? Because I like the sciencey stuff too. I'll be like, okay, goo gone, what do you have in you? And I'll be like, okay, let's look at the reaction. Add a little water, add a little baking soda. Yeah, I'm into all that. You can get in there and scrub it. But see, I already know that there's a monetary benefit when I do it. See, I'll go and clean somebody else's stove in a heartbeat as long as they'll pay me. You know what I'm saying? I thought about advertising that and just showing up with a whole case because people don't like to clean the stove. I will take a convection stove apart quickly. Yeah, an electronic or gas. Well, electronics convection isn't. Well, do they have gas convection? I don't know. But I'll take a convection stove apart, take them racks out, choo, 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 spray that thing now. Wait about 10 minutes, get my bucket of water, my gloves. Yeah. Get my scrubbing pads, the green and blue. Oh, it's on. It's on. Oh, it's on. Then pop it and take all the eyes off. Boom, 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 boom. Pop the top of it so I can get all the gunk up under it. Sheesh, 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 sheesh. But you gotta pay me for it. I get it. You pay your boy. I clean that joker up. Shoot, I'll even spray paint it with the little. I'll have it looking right. You like this? Don't even look like the same stove. It ain't. I get it right. I had that joint looking nice. Elbow grease and all. Hey, 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 hey. Oh yeah. I ain't no joke. Refrigerator too. All that. Now my stove ain't the cleanest in the world. Ain't the dirtiest either. But ain't the cleanest. See, somebody got some. I'm gonna go over there and look at that. I'm gonna go over there and look at that in the heartbeat. Let me show y'all my how I get down. Huh. Look at that. Yeah. Yeah, listen to that baby humming. This is sitting in my living room. Ooh, ain't she pretty? Sitting in my living room. Pretty, ain't she? Great stainless steel. Boom, this is my living room. Come on in here, come on in here, come on in here. Getting chips, see. Yeah. Bring that tea out. Gotta have that tea in the summer. Playing around with the tea. See? And yeah. That's that live joint right there. That's that live joint right there. That's the live. Now this is the one that they got. This is to the apartment. This ain't mine. This their fridge. It's nice. It's nice. It's okay. Here's our stove. I sold that lady. Told you it blew out my board. So here it is down there. That's the pad to it. I bought another board, but the pad blew out too, the touchpad. Nice, ain't it? GE. Everybody in the club getting chips in. Yeah. It's your boy. It's your boy. It's your boy. I don't play with none of y'all. Get a little whiter, mess it up a little bit, but I don't care. I'll fix it. Yeah, little spray paint. Yeah. This joint is right though. And it works. That joint right there, heavy. It works. Watch, I'll plug it in. Plug it in, it works good. Okay. That joint work. Okay, it's on. Keep it off until somebody wants to buy it. If somebody wants to buy it, I turn it on. And I might just keep it. It's not pretty on the inside. You know what I'm saying? But it's a beautiful fridge. Yeah, it's a nice fridge. Just cosmetically on the inside, people got some issues with it, so I might just keep it. Yeah, most people don't connect the ice maker because you have to use a water line. Some people don't want to, they don't want to deal with the water line. And if I sell you a fridge, I'm not going to hook up your water line because I don't want to be responsible for water damage if you have any. You know what I'm saying? I don't play those games. Hold on a second. I don't play no games. How do you get that starts joking? Every time I come around, sure you wanna love me down. Hit me up like click clack. Yeah, this the chill spot. This where I be chilling. But I don't know, I've already seen that. That's where I be chilling. You know what I'm saying? Turn on my little music. You know what I'm saying? You wanna deal with me, you gotta be chill. I ain't for all that rah-rah. Ain't no yelling. I don't wanna hear none of that damn yelling. You know what I'm saying? I don't wanna hear none of that damn yelling. Cursing people out. Tell my shoe. Y'all be chilling. Tie my shoe again. I'm gonna let this play. Give me some more. Yeah, I got some iced tea right here. Yeah, some of that Turkey Hill. Some of that Turkey Hill. You know what I'm saying? Man. Turkey Hill. Y'all ain't ready. You know what I'm saying? I be chilling too hard. I don't know if there was some females going like me. I be chilling. I be chilling way too hard, man. I be chilling way too hard. Ladies, man, ladies want, you know what? Ladies are deserving of attention. But sometimes I just be in my own zone. I be like, you deserve attention, baby. Right now, I'm focused on something else. But you deserve attention. You know what I'm saying? Looking all good, smelling right. But right now, you know what I'm saying? I'm in my zone. But you deserve attention. You know what I'm saying? Go on and get yourself some attention, baby. I'll be here when you get back. Is that wrong? That's wrong. I shouldn't do them like that. That's wrong. I be chilling. I be up here chilling in my zone. I be in my zone. I be like, you know what I mean? Sometimes I don't want to answer the phone. I ain't gonna answer the phone. You be like, why ain't you answer the phone? I be like, I was zoned out, man. I was trying to figure out how I'm gonna buy this house. I'm trying to figure out, how much it costs. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get my payments down to, $600-700 a month. You know what I'm saying? You know something about that? Let me know. I'm trying to fix my credit score. You feel me? I'm trying to shoot. Trying to get up in the high sixes. That's what's on my mind. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get out the bricks. I'm trying to get a house or two. You feel me? I'm trying to move up in a nice neighborhood with the quiet, with the manicured lawn. That's what's on my mind. You feel me? With the finished basement and the brink system all the way around with the sprinklers. You know what I mean? With the bay window. I'm trying to get with the bay window. If you ain't talking about none of that, then eventually I'm just going to tune you out. I mean, I'm going to look at you and I'm going to tune you out. You ain't trying to help me get to that. Now, if you on that, trying to get the flat, the nice flat with the two-car garage. You feel me? The 3-bedroom, 2-car garage. Big old horsefly. That's what I'm trying to get to. Rocking, ain't it? Y'all ain't ready for that. Give it to him. That's what I'm trying to get you. That's why I ain't got no woman. Then after I get my house situation straight, I'm trying to go ahead and get me a Cadillac Escalade, about a 2010, tan, real nice. You know what I'm saying? With the GPS, push button joint. Yeah. That's what I'm trying to do. I mean, I'm just saying, man. I'm on that right there. Hit me with the Cadillac Escalade. 10. Or the blue one. Sure. You know what I'm saying? That's my girlfriend. That's my girlfriend. That's what I'm trying to get a nice Sunday or something and just go cruising. Cruising in the caddy. Yeah. On a nice summer night, wheels clean. That's my girlfriend. That's the success is my girlfriend. Yeah, I'm trying to do all that. Sure. Get me another house and rent it out. Get a nice house and rent it out though too. You know what I'm saying? I don't mean like no. I mean get a nice 3-bedroom, 2-car garage, split level. You know what I'm saying? Rent that joker out for like 18 a month. Like a real nice one in a nice area. You know what I'm saying? My mortgage would only cost me. My mortgage would only cost me like 9. Taxes and all, maybe. Make them pay 18. Somebody would do it. Here's what I figured out about people. If it's cheap, they don't want it. Even if it's good. If you sold somebody a pair, if you had cheap headphones, if you had expensive headphones for cheap, somebody would think there's something wrong with them. They will. They'll be like, nah, something's wrong with it. I don't want it. Anyway, I'm out. It's nice talking to y'all. Hey. My knee is hurting. I was going to go back outside, but I think I'm done for today. I think I'm done. And thank you guys for stopping by. And just kind of see what else I can get into. Probably some more of this music. If you guys want to listen to music, I'll play it. And if you're going to hang around and just listen, I don't mind. make all this music, by the way. All of it's my music. Matter of fact, why don't I do that? I'll make some music for the one person still here. Two people. For the two people that are here, I'll go ahead and make some music. Two people here, I will go ahead and make some music. How's about that? But all the music you hear is from me. So I'll make a new track. I use Logic. And would you rather me make a beat or listen to stuff I've already made? Because nobody's saying anything. You'd rather me make a track or listen to a track that I've already made? Alright, so. Alright. Nobody say anything, I'm gonna make a track. I'm gonna make some music. Trying to find something to it's a nice loop. What kind of music should I make? You tell me. These are all soundscapes. Alright, I'm gonna go straight to the beat. What kind of music should I make? Tell me what kind of music I, because I'll just start going in. What y'all want to hear? Alright, I'm just gonna make something. I'm just gonna make something. Okay. Okay. Uh, the battery's getting low. Let me plug in. Try and plug my battery in, my phone in. Uh, okay. Uh. All right, here it is. I wish Wi-Fi charged batteries. Wouldn't that be cool? You can get a Wi-Fi charge. There's something. Now there's something somebody could make billions of dollars off of it. Something like a charge your phone by Wi-Fi. All right. That beat's okay, ain't it? Is that okay? For you hip heads? For you hip heads. Is that okay? Uh. Is that okay? That's okay, D? Yeah. Y'all ain't talking much. Y'all just listening. Public defender, don't give it. No, public defenders don't. No, they don't. They really don't care. They don't. Okay. don't know what I'm doing with this beat. Oh, put the extra. Oh, hold on. Let me make sure this is on time. Okay. Violin on water drops? Finally! Okay. Let's go with some strings, okay. I like strings. You know what? I'm going right with you. I'm going violin. You know what? First let me hold on. Underwater laser. Let's listen to some of my water stuff. That's sick. All right. I'm not doing the cowbell. Oh, 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 oh. I wanted to just try out some of the stuff that you were saying. Okay, violin. I like bow, bow, bow. All right, here's some violin. Let's try. Blue violin. I like that. Not bad. Okay, you like the violin? Okay, let me listen to this other one. Make it more dramatic though. kill somebody. All right, try that. I messed it up because it's supposed to go. Yeah, I like it too. That's why I need a serious somebody singing on it like a serious. kind of like a jazz hip hop. Now I'm gonna find me a bass. All right, here, let me stop and do this. That's what I do during my pastime. I just be coming here and just make, you know what I'm saying? And let me go ahead and record this real quick. I'm not going to do too much with that right now. I'll get back to it. Sorry, there's a whole lot I would change in that. But you guys are listening. I'm going to make music. You know. You're here. I'm going to make music. Not pretty. Isn't that beautiful? Now I'm going to do this at 120. This is why I like to have fun, but this is going to be fast. So that's at 120 flying. And let me quantize it so I don't sound like a complete idiot. That minor at the end now. Okay. Oh. Oh. Who's sticking out like a sore thumb? I'll keep it on that minor. Logic. Okay, so to me?